Journalists on the initial reports. I had planned to travel to Iceland afterwards and seek asylum, but it's a very long way from Hong Kong to Iceland. When Hong Kong as an opportunity was closed down, I tried to get to Latin America, to countries like Ecuador. But when I was en route, I was actually in the airplane. My government canceled my passport when they heard I was en route to Russia. Now, this is unusual because in my country, the opinion of Russia is very low. The government's very suspicious of Russia. Now, I had told journalists, they knew at this point, the government knew that I had no documents with me. I had given them all to journalists and destroyed my copies. So I couldn't cooperate with the Russian government, even had I wanted. Nothing at all. And that's the point, was I intentionally talked with the journalists. I intentionally planned out a process so that I could not be influenced by some government. Because think about this. If I had some information, right, if I had some value to any government, not just Russia's government, and they went, this guy worked for secret agencies, he's got this giant collection of documents somewhere. That's very valuable information. We want to know that. We want to know what the journalists aren't sharing because they think it would be dangerous, because it would be damaging. So for that reason, let's coerce him. Let's drug him and ask him questions. Let's steal his computers. Let's monitor all of his communications. Let's torture him until he talks, until he tells us something. But if you don't have anything, there's no value in doing that. There's nothing for them to gain. That's the only way that you can guarantee your own safety. It's an extraordinary value. But there's something interesting there, which was my government criticizes me for being in Russia, but they're the ones who trapped me here. I was trying to go to other countries, and in fact, other countries said they would grant me asylum. But as soon as it appeared that I might leave Russia and travel, for example, to Latin America, the United States government did something extraordinary. When Evo Morales was traveling back to his country, his diplomatic airplane was grounded. This is a violation of international law. Heads of state of diplomatic immunity as they travel. France, Italy, Portugal, and Spain all closed their airspace. Now, this raises an interesting question. These countries would say, yes, we'll close our airspace. We'll ground the airplane of a president from Bolivia. But does anyone honestly believe that they would do that to a rich Western European country? Does anyone believe that they would close their airspace to the Prime Minister of the United Kingdom, or Angela Merkel would have her plane, or the Russian president? Now, there's a basic question here of respect for the decisions of publics and their representatives. Now, I don't know very much about the country of Bolivia or the president of Bolivia, but he represents a great many people. And if we, sort of large and powerful countries, are willing to disrespect these other countries just because they're small, if we're willing to violate sort of the international standards of behavior, to chase some political dissident, what does that say about what our values really are? The rules have to matter at all times for the most powerful members of society. In general, rights aren't intended for the privileged. Rights aren't intended for the powerful because they don't need them. Right? The majority is always secure because the police services, the companies, they all work on behalf of these groups. Privacy is for the powerless. There's a reason that we call ourselves private citizens and powerful members of government, public officials. We're supposed to know everything about them so that we can hold them to the account of the public. public. And correspondingly, they're supposed to know nothing about us because we are so vulnerable. But increasingly, these are things that we're beginning to lose. And it's not that the government is evil. It's not that the government can never be trusted. Again, I looked at the NSA, I looked at the CIA. These people weren't villains, at least at the working level. These are good people who do bad things for what they believe are good reasons. They go, we're going to save lives. We're going to protect our government. We're going to protect our nation. But it's important to understand that these small groups, these secret groups that aren't open to outside views, that journalists can't find any information about, can very easily lose their way. Because it creates a kind of groupthink where they're never challenged. They don't have the outside perspective. And what does it mean? Well, we, the public, can't even know the barest details of what our government is doing, not just in our name, but against us. This creates a risk where, for good reasons, great power simply goes too far.
Yeah.